from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Come on. Hey.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. From the gun, it's Walker. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When you look at this defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Walker with another carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That 2nd down play, that's a -4. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. At this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they're on the way
the stop on the opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't see Morgan trying to get the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On 1st and 10, Walker. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Walker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Dolphins had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This is 2nd and 8. Now Walker. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He's into space past the 25. Still going. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
It's early, but it now a cliche word here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Achane fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
One more time with Achane. And this time he is in. Devon Achane, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw here. He completes this to Walker. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Defensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try to cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd down and 13. Back to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fit defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2 yards to go, second down. H.A. now up the middle. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's 3rd and 3. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Walker now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second down and inches. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Well, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw.
Outright to Smith-Njigba.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's 3rd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Again, it's Achane.
7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down. Teamwork. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Achane on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Play action now, Walker.
Jalen Waddle. And finally marked down at the 23. A big pickup of 38.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Give up the middle to Achane.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. Now it's Achane headed right.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. It's Achane on the give.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
A-Chain on the counter.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
A-Chain gets it from the gun.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. And looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll set up a throw.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Left side complete to Lockett.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. He really hasn't been able to get on track with the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to throw it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Milton Williams coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
On 2nd down, a run by Achane.
They're powering through at the 35. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
The slot man in motion right.
Walker now.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now it's Lockett. And shedding through the tackle. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. Oh, fighting off the defender. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Back to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Higbee, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Walker.
His throw incomplete. This secondary is a unit. They worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Out of the gun, here's a give A-chain.
And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. First down, they go back to A-chain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. On the handoff, it's A-chain.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
20-yard line.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Running right, here's A-chain.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here now, 3rd down.
Offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
Get out of here with a W offense.
Good calls, offense.
Now Walker.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And it doesn't look like they wanted to get down the field in 10-yard increments. They wanted the big shot there. That could have set him up just outside of field goal range if he comes down with it. But it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And it's a big play there to secure the football. And, folks, we are headed to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage. He expected to draw it to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
And they'll hand off off to Hull.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches.
They'll run for it with A-Chain.
And he's got room.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way down to the 5.
89 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they'll run here with A-Chain.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. And I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
At the 5-yard line.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Dolphins, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next.